about to give up on this little Midwest city.
Why'd you do that?
No, you're good. You don't have anything.
Why'd you give me an Oreo though?
Because you were hungry. A year and a half, actually. A year and 2/3.
It's been a long time.
Actually, it was finished a very long time ago. It was finished shortly after we started writing.
Yes.
It was finished in about a month. I know the day you wrote it. It was a friend of ours' birthday. And I was at the birthday celebration and he told me you were writing a song.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. And a week later, I went to the Down Under for the open mic. I heard you perform said song. And I asked you, was that the song that you wrote the other week? And he said, yeah.
The vocals are the original vocal take, right?
Midwest city, you approached me, now I'm intrigued. You got me wondering, pretty baby.
What I was trying to do orally.
Yeah, that's a word. That's a word. Orally,
I don't know if that makes sense, but
it does.
What I was trying to do was paint a picture. We decided to add in some of the background noises that
was your genius idea.
But we went and recorded audio just on our phones of people eating and drinking at random places. There's somebody that had a really good laugh, and that's in the song. So whoever that is, I don't know, but I think it was in the ramen place.
Yeah, I think it was.
So somebody in Omaha's laugh is in the track. Thank you. Anyway, I loved it.
Dark you, dark me. Will we play in the dark?
Oh yeah. So right after the chorus ends, I headed to your place.
Leading into the bridge.
Yeah. So that's Victoria with my phone on a voice memo, closing my car door, walking down the street, running up the stairs, opening the front door to my house, and closing.
Which is also a very true reflection of how I felt when I wrote that song. Was like I literally just wanted to run away from my current living situation. And so that's why it says, like, I'm packing my bags and heading to your place. Like, I really wanted to paint that picture. Plus, I like the fact that it's David's door, which, like, that sound to me, like, you know how we associate sounds with different things. Every time I opened David's door, even before we were dating, like, I just got butterflies. So.
Yeah, I actually know the sound of both of your cars. And the doors, like you know how some make like a thud, and some go like boom, some go some go like
yes,
yeah. You have specific sounds. Now I know, like, oh, Victoria's here.
So also at the beginning of the song, you can hear water, and actually that is once again just audio that we collected at my old apartment. I was sitting, letting the steam just like pour from the shower into the room, like fully clothed, but that's something that I just do. And I was also, I think we were going to try to redo the vocals. And I was like, well, the steam will probably help. But I was also having anxiety, so I think it was a multi-purpose thing. But anyway, we never even used those vocals that we recorded, I don't think, from that. But we kept the water, which is interesting because I think it's a reflection of just like now my anxiety at that time.
Well, originally you wanted rain. And then when I showed up and I heard that, I was like, well, this actually ties in even better.
Initially, when we recorded the bridge, it was sung. And then I think you're the one because, okay, I was asleep and I heard David freaking out and like excited because he had heard something, like a different element to put to the song. And then he was like, I need you to come up here. And he woke me up out of my sleep. And I came up here grumpy and I recorded myself talking the bridge.
I've always been a sucker for dark hair.
That was all you. I don't think I had anything to do with that.
Sometimes a lot of it is just pivoting to something else. I think that's a beautiful part of the process when you realize the thing that you've been trying to hone in on for a long time, the answer to solving that is something different entirely and not that at all. But it's not time wasted. I don't know.
No. And I that was learning for me. Coming from a production standpoint, David produced the whole track, and I think you were going to talk about the different areas of the house that we recorded in.
Well, just the recording process in general was like, it started downstairs in it was just like a bedroom recording, for like a better term. First part of it was actually recorded pretty well. I learned a lot in the subsequent year to 2 years since we recorded that first time. I think when we started, I had just gotten a mic stand and some monitors. And tell you that, but I had like just gotten, and I was like in that room downstairs, like I know sound treatment or any other walls, just like bouncing off. The fucking mic itself is like, it was something I had to get fixed, and it was still like having problems. So it was like static every now and then, and I wouldn't know where it was coming from. And it was just actually kind of poorly recorded at the beginning, and I spent a lot of the process trying to compensate for that. But there's also beauty in that. There's charm in it. There's like, this is what something is, and this is the raw. It's how it feels. So that's why I'm glad it didn't come out sounding super polished and shiny, because it wasn't a polished, shiny song. You know?
No.
It's not what it needed to be. And along the way, we added elements to make that happen where it was, but it never lost its like down home feel. And there's stuff that we're working on now that will have that sheen to it. But this we started recording.
I feel like this is like our baby.
When we started recording as a demo, like it was just you would come over,
it's
and
the first song.
We were working on all your songs,
Yeah.
and you just wanted a bunch of demos to be able to send to the thing down in Nashville, and stuff like that. So we were just demoing things out, like, we'll clean it up later, that kind of stuff. We never did. And no, well, I should say we ended up taking what that was and just being like, well, here's what it is, and maybe we'll go back and do a different version of it with the band or something like that. But, so yeah, that's how it started. But then we got piano. We recorded some.
We did.
Of an untuned, freshly.
You got me a piano.
Freshly gifted piano.
Yes.
Yeah. So we've been.
That was magical.
Yeah. So that made its first appearance on there. It's out of tune, but it fits. It fits. It has a vibe. It has a spirit. Again, not everything has to be perfect. And I think that, at least I feel that your emotion and where you come from as a person, even though today I think you're in a different place than you were at that time, but how I know that was genuine and that was you, and the way we captured that was the right way, it's because when I hear this song now being done, I may filter it through where you are now, where I am now, both musically, and as an engineer, as a producer, as people, but it still immediately takes me back to you there.
Yeah.
And that Victoria, that version of Victoria, as an artist and as a person, speaks through that.
Yeah. I just like the song because it's so authentic. Like, literally, that song is what it's supposed to be. And I even received some feedback from some stuff that the song would be good for shopping, for like film and TV, but that it would obviously need a stronger vocalist. And, obviously we have different versions, like the version that we play live. And I'm excited to eventually record that, but I'm very glad that we kept the song pure. What else production-wise? Because, like, I know nothing, but you know a lot about the production stuff.
So my approach to producing the song was, at least for what you brought to me, it was already an amazing song. So then it becomes, all right, how do I support what's here, enhance certain things, but largely stay out of the way, because all I could do was mess it up at that point. And finding the moments to kind of lift something or add an answer to a question, whether it be melodically or harmonically, or just make it feel good, but not try and, put my own seasoning in something that already tastes like cake.
For people who don't know what producing really fully entails, can you estimate the number of hours that you spent working on this?
Well, I produced and I mixed it, so I was doing both kind of at the same time. So if I had to split them up, it didn't take that long to produce it, actually, because it was such a good song. A lot of it was, damn, like, I don't think there's anything else that I need to add to it. I just have to figure out how to make what's here speak. But that process in and of itself, the process of not doing something when you're doing something, because that is still a thing, it takes a long time. So the hours that were spent into trying to figure that out, I couldn't count them.
Lots of time.
A lot of time. A lot of it is spent listening and kind of just being within yourself, and then taking yourself outside of yourself, outside of us, and trying to hear it from every possible angle, and making sure the one thing that's consistent, even though from all those different perspectives it can take on different forms, is that you feel something. Whatever it is that you want to feel, and that it feels good. Good meaning it is an accurate representation of what you want to portray. Victoria's single. It's out now on all platforms. She's an amazing artist, amazing songwriter, amazing person. And y'all should be so lucky as I am to indulge in some way and have her in your lives.
We're playing a dangerous game. The warmth floods over me, and I'm blushing from thoughts that I won't speak.